on how to sell thousands of dollars to at a party. And I shared about this today on our Mary Kay National Area call. And I got bombarded with so many messages and people asking if I have the recording, and they do not record it. And so I decided I was going to share this anyway with my team tonight. And so I decided to go ahead and record this. So here you go. Okay. So I was asked to speak on the Mary Kay National Area call, and I was praying, like trying to figure out, like, okay, what am I going to talk about? And I've heard that the best thing to do to train on is what's happened over the last week, like something that has happened over the last week. Well, what happened to me over the last week is that I sold more than I have ever sold at a party in all my 21 years in business. And so I thought that you guys might want to know how to sell $2,857 at a party. Not that it's going to be exactly that amount, but that is how much that I sold this last week at a party. And so I was going to give you guys some tips on doing just that. It may not be $3,000, but hey, I bet y'all could get excited about selling $1,000 at a party, right? Or $1,500 at a party, or $500 at a party, right? And so I'm going to give you guys some tried and true tips. Now, I've been doing this type of party for a few months now, have had great success. I've been doing it with my consultants. I've been kind of traveling different places where my consultants are, and I have customers, and doing parties with my consultants. I had one consultant that sold 1,800 at one of her parties. I just did one last week. We sold 1,000 in Houston. I did one in Fort Worth, and we sold, I don't remember how much we sold. I sold like 700. I think Jamie sold like, I don't know, 500 or something. I can't remember, but around $1,200. So, so these parties have been like proven to produce lots of sales. And I'm a type of person that God has gifted me with activator in my top 5 strengths, and then maximizer. So I take an idea, I act on it, and then I max it out. And so I've kind of gotten some different ideas from some of my different Mary Kay girlfriends, and I've taken them together. I've put in my own flair to it, and I have created this Younger Me in 2023 party is what we call it. Now, this last week, I called it Party for a Purpose because I am donating a portion of my proceeds of my sales to one of my consultants that has kidney cancer. And so all of my parties now are Party for a Purpose through the end of June. And I'm so excited to be able to bless her family with the blessings that I have from these parties. So I have some tips for you guys. So go ahead, if you do not have something to take notes on, go ahead and grab a piece of paper and a pen. I'm going to give you a few seconds to do that while I take a drink. Okay. So first tip, I'm going to give you party tips, and then I'm going to tell you an outline. I'm going to give you an outline of my party. Now, I do not have this outline typed up. I'm sorry. It's scratch. It's chicken scratch right now. I'm going to try to get it typed up, but it's not typed up. Okay. So I'm just going to give you guys some tips, and then I'm going to walk you through my party. I'm going to grab these things because I'm going to need them as props in just a second. Okay. So the number one thing is make a list of who you want to be your hostesses. Okay. So people of influence is what I would recommend. So I set a goal that I wanted to do 10 parties with 10 people by June 30th. I want to get in front of 100 people by June 30th. And so I made a list of the people that I want to be my hostesses, people that I want to get in front of their people. I also made a list because I am doing Party for a Purpose, and it does have to do with somebody that is undergoing chemotherapy right now. I have customers that have either been affected themselves by cancer or somebody that they love. And they are much more likely to host a party for a purpose than somebody that maybe has not experienced that, right? So I did include some of those people. One of my girls, one of my customers, has never done a party for me. I've done a facial on her at Panera. She was a referral, and I did a facial on her, and she's been my customer for several years now, probably 5 years. And but she has never done a party. She's never hosted a party for me. And so I reached out to her specifically because her sister had cancer, and she walked with her sister through that. I sent her a chemo care package to her sister in the mail, all the things. And so she was one of the first people I reached out to, and she was my first person that I booked for the party. And so get your hostesses in line. Like, who do you want to be your hostesses? Second thing is create a Slammin' Hostess program. Now, I've done lots of different hostess programs throughout the years, and I do have one that I really, really like when I'm doing like my normal facials and parties, where it's on the face. I do normally do a lot of this pink hostess program that I have, that they get 25, 25, 25, 25 for doing something different, and it's working at full circle. And I love it, and I will continue to use that. But for this one in particular, because my main focus is to get in front of as many people as possible. Like, I want to get in front of 10 people at every party. So I am putting my money with what I want, and I want attendance. That's what I want. Okay. And so, it's very simple. If they have 5 guests there, they get 100 free for partying with me. If they have 10 guests there, they're 18 years older, don't have a Mary Kay girl, they get 200 free for partying with me. Okay. Simple. Okay. I also really focus on the scans, the skin analysis app. Guys, we have an incredible tool that Mary Kay has given us, that is gifted us, right, for free, that we can use to truly serve our customers and take their experience, their Mary Kay experience, to a whole new level. And so the Skin Analyzer app does that. And guys, I have a new customer that came over and got some products, and she was talking about the scan. She's like, it is so amazing. She said, I used to work for a dermatologist, and we had something similar to that. And she said it was $250 for every patient that did the scan each time that they did it. So y'all use that, write that down. Y'all use that when y'all are promoting the scan. Y'all use that. Hey, in other places, it's hundreds of dollars to get a scan like this, and we offer it for you for free. Okay. And y'all know that I do use the Skin Analyzer to also in my warm chatting, and I'm working on, my goal is to get 10 scans a week and all the things. And so it's a multi-purpose tool, right? Okay. So you're going to get your hostesses, you're going to get your Slammin' Hostess program. And 2 is, and I'm going to reward my scans too. Okay. So I give the hostess, I give them a free microdermabrasion when I get 10 scans back. Okay. A free microdermabrasion when I get 10 scans back. Okay. The second thing is that you have to pre-profile. Have to. I know that I have really fallen short on pre-profiling because of virtual. I just have not done it like I used to do it. I used to be in like this mode, and I got my pre-profiling done, and it was awesome. And people showed up because I pre-profiled them, and I had swag bags for them, and they didn't cancel because their dog threw up on the carpet. Okay. So I'm telling you, it is a powerful, powerful thing to be able to use to really guarantee people showing up at the appointment. Okay. So did somebody have a question? Okay. So pre-profiling. Now, this is what I do when I pre-profile. Now, I have like a Trello board, and I have all the questions and all the things, and I have it all, a system for it. But these are pretty much the questions I ask. Okay, I'm going to pretend that I am pre-profiling Liz. Liz, I'm going to pre-profile you, okay? So take yourself off mute.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to
Yes,
do a
ma'am.
we're going to do a little, I didn't know I was going to do this. This is a bonus, right? We're going to do a little mock, pre-profiling. Okay. So ring, ring, you answer it. What do you say when you answer?
Hello.
Hello, Liz. This is Cindy Shepa. I am the Mary Kay consultant that is going to be doing the Party for a Purpose next Wednesday. And I have a few quick questions to ask you about your skin just to customize your swag bag. Do you have a quick minute?
You bet. Hi, Cindy. How you doing today?
Hi, I am so excited that you are coming to our Party for a Purpose. And I am putting together this fun customized swag bag just for you. So my questions
Thank
are,
you.
what is your skin type? Is it dry, normal, combo, or oily?
Combo.
Combo. Okay, awesome. And then do you have any kind of sensitivity to sunscreen or any other ingredients commonly found in skincare?
No, except I don't mix anything with Mary Kay. I just go strictly Mary Kay stuff.
Good. You know how to do it, right? You know how to use it. Okay. I love, not to mix and match product lines. I love that. Okay. So the next question is, and I don't have my notes here, so I would have them on the computer. But the next question is, if you could wave a magic wand and change something about your skin, what would you want to change, Liz?
Oh, the blackheads in my nose.
Oh, aren't those awful? I just hate those little boogers, right? I mean, seriously. So, Liz, have you ever tried Mary Kay microdermabrasion or our charcoal mask?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I've used those.
Okay, awesome. And so that is something normally they wouldn't if they don't have a Mary Kay girl, just FYI people. So if they haven't used them before, I romance them. So I talk about them. I'm like, oh, the microdermabrasion, it goes in and out of your pores and cleans out your pores and it buffs your skin, and the charcoal mask goes like deep in your pores and pulls out all the dirt and the grime and the impurities. It's awesome. I'm going to include those 2 samples in your swag bag. Okay, so awesome. I romance it, and then if I have samples for it, then I tell them I'm going to include them in the swag bag. If I don't have samples for it, then I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to talk about that at the party. Okay, a lot of times I will talk about a lot of the product that people need for their needs, right? Their skincare needs. And so then I say, what is your experience with Mary Kay? Now, pretend, Liz, that it's been a long time or you've never had a Mary Kay facial. Okay. So what's your experience? Say you've never had it. I'll tell you what I say. Well, what's your experience with Mary Kay? Have you ever tried the product or tried it? Oh my goodness.
Never.
You are a Mary Kay virgin. I'm so excited. I love to be the first person to let you experience this incredible product. I'm so excited to get your opinion and your feedback on your Mary Kay experience. And so before I meet with everybody, I like to send them a quick little 4-minute video that just is going to give a little bit of background about Mary Kay the lady. So you come to the table already knowing a little bit of background about who she was and what she represented. And for giving your feedback by answering a few questions, I'm going to throw an extra mini lip gloss or mini mascara in your swag bag. Would you be open to that?
You bet.
Awesome. Would you like a little mini lip gloss or a mascara?
Lip gloss.
Lip gloss. Okay, great. I'll throw a beautiful lip gloss in there for you to try out. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to text you that link to that video so you can watch it. And as soon as you're done, just let me know and I'll send you the 3 questions to answer. And another quick question. Are you on Facebook?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. What is your name on Facebook?
It's
Liz.
My whole name. I got a long name.
Okay, so it's okay because this is recording. You may not want to share that with the whole world. Okay, and I look them up right there on Facebook. I'm like, oh, Liz. Oh my gosh, we have 5 mutual friends, and I talk about the friends that we have, y'all. These are connections. This is making a connection with a person that you don't know. Right? The more you can connect, the more that they're going to feel like that they want to meet you. Right.
Yeah.
And so you're going to say, oh my gosh, how do you know her? Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Crazy. Like, it's such a small world, especially when it's like somebody I'm not local to. Like, it's crazy when there's like people that are in common. It's it blows my mind. Okay. And so I go, we have this incredible, I just sent you a friend request. I'm Cindy Shepa. You cannot miss me. Like I'm the only Cindy Shepa on the planet, right? I just sent you a
Yeah.
friend request and we have this really cool, Facebook beauty community. And I'm going to send you a link to that so you can join it. Because we do so many fun things. Like I'm doing like a lip tips tonight, little 15-minute lip tips on our beauty community. We do giveaways, we do bingo. I mean, we're doing an epic selling weekend this weekend. It's so much fun. So I'm
Ooh,
gonna send you a link to that when I send you the text message, okay? And you can be a
thank
part
you.
of Facebook community. And then I get their address, I get their email address, and I get their birthday because I do 20% off their birthday month. Okay. So I get their birthday. Y'all, I'm getting all the things that I need for their profile. So before I go to the party, all that information is already in my customer app. So then it's really easy for me to like add them, to do their orders and all the things, right? And they're already in my system. And I don't have to have them fill out a customer profile card, which that takes time and I don't want to do that. Okay. So I get all their information, I lock it in, and then I also tell them about the Skin Analyzer app. So this is the thing that I do. I'm like, okay, girl, let me just tell you. I know that Justine sent you a message about that you get a free digital skin analysis. It is the coolest thing. Let me tell you, it uses biometric technology. It takes a 3D image of your skin and measures your skin
Ooh,
tone, your skin texture, eye area, wrinkles, all the things. And then it tells you the products that are perfect for you. How awesome is that? Right?
that's awesome.
I know. And the best part about it, Liz, is it's free. It's free.
Yeah.
It's a free app you can download. And I have a customer that just told me that she worked for a dermatologist and they did scans similar to what we do in this app. And it was $250 for the patient every time they did a scan. And
Wow.
ours is free and it's always free. So you can keep doing scans, right? So it's so cool. So what I'm doing is I'm going to customize your swag bag and your beauty experience to whatever you send me as your recommended regimen. And I ask them if they have an iPhone because y'all, if they have an iPhone, then they can just share it with me. If they don't have an iPhone, they have to screenshot their regimen. So it's a little bit different, or they have to email it to me. And so I always ask them that. And I explain what to do with that. And it gives me a reason to follow up with them if they haven't sent me their scan. I'm like, hey girl, send me your scan. And I let them know every Friday I do a drawing from everybody that submits scans to me. So they'll go into a drawing for submitting a scan to me. Okay, so that's my pre-profiling. I'm like, okay, I'm going to send you those videos, and I send a video about the scan too. I'm going to send you those videos, and I'll send you the link to our Paint the Nation Pink group. Just text me whenever you're done watching the video, and just send me your scan over. I cannot wait.
Thank you.
Okay, so how did that make you feel, Liz? Just me talking to you like that.
It was fun. It was great. I felt comfortable. I felt that, it's like, that's exciting, some really new stuff. And
Yeah.
I'm excited to try it.
Did it make you want to come to the party?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, awesome. And even people that say that they are a maybe, I'm like, oh, let me just ask you a few quick questions because I want to make sure I have a swag bag for you just in case you can come. And guess what? People come. And if they don't come, they still send me their scan and they still buy. They still buy products. And I still will do a consultation with people that send me their scan. I'll still do a quick 15-minute phone consultation and I'll go over their scan with them, even if they didn't get to come to the party. And the consultant or the hostess gets credit for that. And so yeah. Okay. So pre-profiling, very important. Okay. And I have a pre-profiling board that I'll send my consultants. Directors do not ask me for it. Just like, but I will send it to my consultants. Okay. So, and then, you put the bags together. Okay. And I always have my assistant put them together, but you can put them together. I include the sample, the lip gloss or mascara. I include a little prayer card, like a little scripture card, a little my business card, and I've been including a little card in there that has a QR code for the Paint the Nation Pink Facebook group and the Skin Analyzer app, just in case they did not get that done and they did not join it, right? So I put that in there as well. Okay. And then I put together, before the party, I put together either a Facebook Messenger group or a text messenger group. Not everybody was on Facebook from this last party, so I put a text messenger group together. And this is what I do. I send them a party link. So now we have the party, Shop My Party. And so you can create a link for that party, right? And so I send them a party link. I send them a picture of the swag bags with a message. After the party, I send them pictures from the party. I send them my closing sheet, my party menu, and the link to our $500 cash drawing that we do. Okay. So, and the party link again. So creating that Facebook Messenger group or that texting group is so important. It's so important. And even the people that did not come to the party, they were still like they were maybes, and there was really bad storms that day. So a couple of people didn't come that were going to come. They were still in that group. And guess what? They still bought product. One girl bought a Cadillac collection that was $399. And she didn't even come to the party. Okay. So that's important. And that's not something I've done before. I just started that. And I think that that's a big part of the sales. Okay. So those are some tips, 5 tips on, having a great party. Okay. I'm going to take this off because I'm sweating in my faux leather. Okay. So this is my party, and I only have a few minutes to do this because we have a 15-minute beauty break at 7:45. Okay, so I'm going to go through this really quickly. Okay, so this is my party. I'm going to try to type up an outline. I don't have it right now. So if you can take notes, that would be great. And if somebody, can type up an outline, that would be even better. Okay, so the first thing that I do is I do introductions. Okay. They introduce themselves and they tell me why they love their hostess so much. Y'all, you want that hostess to feel like a queen because you want them all to host a party for you, right? And so when they're like, all these compliments are being poured out to that hostess, they're like, I want to get all those compliments, right? Okay. So everybody introduce themselves. They do they compliment the hostess. Number 2 is I do my little Cracker Jack story. I was a teacher before Mary Kay. I started because I was broke. I just want to make some extra money. And this is what I found. I found that, that the person that I've grown into the journey is the most precious thing that has happened with me through this business opportunity, and having a platform to impact women's lives externally through this product, internally through this business journey, and eternally, and making eternal impact. And I tell people, I'm like, listen, I will tell you all about Mary Kay skincare and color products, and I will tell you all about Jesus. So if you have any questions, just ask me. Okay, about product or about Jesus, I'm here for you. Okay. And y'all, this is my ministry. It's my platform. Okay. To share Jesus with people. And I even had a lady at the end of when I did the individual consultation, she goes, okay, we're going to book a party. And I do want to talk to you about Jesus. She goes, I love to talk about Jesus. So she's already a believer, but still it was a connection, right? So it was awesome. So that's just my story. And that's what I share. Okay. But I say, you're going to be, after I finish my little Cracker Jack story, I tell them what our goal is this year. Right. And I tell them that you're going to be one of 3 types of people. You're going to be a customer. And I love my customers and I spoil my customers. And I'm so thankful for this love and support of my beauty business and my small business and my big dreams. You may be a hostess. You may decide, oh my gosh, like this is so fun. I want to do this with my friends, right? Like everybody gets a second experience. Smart women share it with friends because my average hostess earns $100 shopping spree. Who would love to go on a $100 shopping spree? And everybody's raising their hand. Okay. And the third type of person is that you might decide, wow, like I could squirt and smile and talk about some product. Like this is like, I could do what she does. And you might want to make a little bit extra income. And so you might join my team and be your own business owner. And so I want you to watch this party today through the lens of, you know what if I might want to do this? Like through the lens of imagining that you would wanted to do a Mary Kay business. Like what, could you feel like you could do this, right? Do what I do, right? Okay. So I plant those seeds at the very beginning. Shopping, hostess, team building, right? Right at the very beginning. And then I do this, the skincare analogy. Y'all have all heard me do the skincare analogy. I'm slow on time, or I don't have very much time left, so I'm not going to go through it, but I did on the Mary Kay National Area Call. I did go through the skin analogy. I got a lot of laughs. It was fun. Okay. And then the number 4 thing that I do, the bra analogy. If y'all don't know it, talk to me and I'll go through it with you. The next thing I do is I start the hand facials. So these types of parties, because there are so many people there, I do not do it on the face. We do it on the back of the hand and I do the repair. So I go through all the skincare sets, through the bras. And the last one I do is then the creme de la creme Victoria's Secret bombshell bra, right? Is our Time-Wise Voluform repair set. And I romance the repair set. And I'm like, you guys are going to get to experience that today. And we're going to do a little experiment at the end. And so then I start doing the repair set. And so I do the cleanser first and I really romance it. And I talk about, how it feels like cashmere on your skin. It's awesome. I have this brush, I spray it with water, and then they do it. They pass it around. Now, it is always good to take an assistant with you. I did not have an assistant with me this last time. Thank God we did not go on Zoom because it is impossible to do a pink fusion party like this unless you have an assistant squirting for you. Okay. So you really can't I was going to have Justine, my hostess, because it was going to be a pink fusion party. And then the girl ended up not being able to hop on the Zoom. So I was like, phew, because that would have been crazy. I was going to have my hostess do it though, like have her squirt, which is fine. You can do that. So I had them pass this around. I romanced this. Talk about how, like, if you were to go and get a sonic brush somewhere, it'd be like $100 to $200, and ours is normally $75. And they're so sweet, Mary Kay is, that they're offering it for $60 now, because of the 60th anniversary. So, I forgot to tell y'all. Awesome. Have them have a clipboard. So get these little clipboards. I think you can get them on Amazon or at the dollar store, different places. Okay. So they have one of these sheets and they fill it out. I have them go ahead and fill it out. And then as I'm talking, I'm saying, okay, so if there's anything that I share with you that you are like, ooh, that's interesting, or, ooh, I want that in my life, then go ahead and write it down. It doesn't mean that you're going to get it tonight. It just means that you're interested. Go ahead and just write it down. This is your wish list. And if you don't get it tonight, you could earn it for free at your next experience when you share it with friends, right? Planting those seeds. Okay. And so that's a great one. Okay. I even had a lady that, like, she already knew she wanted a repair set. Like, her sister is a consultant, but she's been really sick. So she's out of everything. And so she put her card number already on here for me. Like, before she even, like, I wouldn't even went through anything. And let me tell you, she sold that repair set for me because she was 65 years old and she looked amazing. So anyway, so I do the cleanser with the Skin Vigorate brush. I talk about this and the massage head and how awesome that is. And then I go through the microdermabrasion and I do the microdermabrasion. I romance that. Then I do the lifting serum with the nourishing oil. Guys, if you are not using the lifting serum with the nourishing oil, you are missing out. Let me just tell you, It is amazing. It smells like heaven. It makes that lifting serum go on so much smoother. It goes so much farther. I cannot keep nourishing oil in my stock. Like I can't keep it. Like I sold so much last week. I owe 3 people nourishing oil, and I had 6 in my stock. I sold them all and then more. So nourishing oil and foundation primer and eye makeup remover, like I cannot keep that in my stock. Okay. So so you mix it, you do a pump of the lifting serum and you do a little dab of the nourishing oil, and they smell it and then they rub it, and I'm romancing it and I'm romancing the product, and they're writing it down. I'm like, girls, write it down, write it down. Like you've got to remind them to write it down. That if they love it, they're like, ooh, I'm like, girl, write that down. And so then we do the microdermabrasion, and I talk about how, if you were to ever go and get a microdermabrasion treatment, and I did have a lady that had done that, and it was $300 for one session, $300 for one session. And ours is, write this down, it is 37 treatments for $58. 37 treatments for $58. Okay. That like totally sells it. Okay. And then I do the foundation primer, and girls, let me tell you, everybody gets the foundation primer. And it's not even really, it's part of one of the sets, but most people, they just add that on extra. Okay. They just add it on extra.
Sorry. Do you do the day cream or the night cream?
Night cream. So I do the lifting serum, and then I do the nourishing oil, and then I do the night cream. Because I talk about and I talk about the day cream, but I talk about retinol, and then that's when I share the retinol set. So I talk about the difference between the retinol in the repair set, which is encapsulated retinol, and the pure medical grade retinol in the repair. What is it called? In the Clinical Solutions retinol set. And so I talk about that, and a lot of people write it down, and I pass around pictures, before and after pictures. All this is in my Younger Me in 2023 board. But I pass around before and after pictures of the retinol. Then this is the experiment. I'm like, okay, are you all ready for the experiment? And I do the experiment, and that is the opposite color of the CC cream. So if they are a white girl, they're going to get our very deep CC cream. If they are a African-American girl, they're going to get our very light CC cream. Okay. So I just kind of gauge it, and I squirt them. And if I do too much, I just have them do that. And then they rub it in, and y'all, people freak out. They're like, oh, like the one that you did the treatment on, it's like all silky smooth, and it just rubs right in, and you don't see all the pores and the lines and the wrinkles and everything. And the one that they didn't do the treatment on, it's like, right? Okay. And you can see all the lines and the pores and all the things, and it sells them on this product. Y'all, proof is in the pudding. Okay. And then I pass around the before and after pictures for the repair. And they're like, oh my gosh, this is insane. Okay. And then I pull out my closing sheet, and this is all available to you guys. Okay. So I pull out this closing sheet, and I go, and everybody has one. So I laminated these. They're cardstock. I laminated them. Everybody has one. And I romance my Ida bag. And I'm like, check out my best friend. Her name is Ida. And they're like, ooh, right? And I'm like, oh, I love me some Ida. She's my best friend. She hangs out with me wherever I go. She can hang out with me, at the gym, in the hotel, in a tree. It doesn't matter. Wherever I go, she hangs out with me. And I love that, like, you can see exactly what is inside of her. And you open her up, and like nothing falls out, right? But my favorite part of Ida, check this out. She's a stripper. And everybody laughs. Okay. And I go, just kidding. And so you can take a piece of Ida. It's so cool, right? You could like pack it in and like fold this up and put the little hanger thing in the front pocket. It's so cool. It's so fun. And guess what? We call her Ida because it stands for I deserve it all. Write that down. Ida, I deserve it all. And Elisa, you got to tell me the other things that were said at your party, like something about counter clutter. I can't remember. You got to
Vanity sanity.
vanity sanity. Okay. I talk about how it's like saves you from counter clutter and your husband loves it. And then somebody else said something too, and I can't remember what it was, but I was like,
Oh,
that's
yeah. Yeah, they were quick. I can't think either.
I can't remember what it was, but I go, everybody gets an Ida bag for free when you choose from one of our collections. And so then I go through the different products. So I've already talked about all of the skincare sets. Okay. So I say, go ahead and write down the skincare set. Oh, the best part. I forgot. Oh my goodness. So my thing is about, I plugged my computer in. I put the little cord in, but I forgot to plug it in the wall. How good that's gonna do. Okay. That would not be good if it went dead. So I totally forgot to tell you. I have everybody that does a scan with me. Everybody that does a scan gets a roll-up bag, a filled roll-up bag with their name on it. So I have a little tag and it has their name on it, and it has the product that was on their scan. So if they had the Miracle set on their scan, I know if it's combination oily because it says it on their skin. And I also ask them, if their skin is normal to dry or common to oily, whatever it is. So it's on there. If it's the repair set, I put the repair set in there. I will put 6 to 8 sets in there. So I either do the Queen or the Cadillac collection, just kind of depending. If it's a repair set, I do the Cadillac collection. If it's the 3D Miracle set, I may just do the Queen's collection. Okay. So, but I fill it with the things from what they told me on the phone and from their scan, I fill it in this closing sheet. Okay. Y'all, that I sold a roll-up bag to every single person at the party except for one. And it's because she was leaving next week to go on a trip to Italy. And she's like, I just can't buy anything else right now. I'm like, okay. And I did recommend the little travel one. She wasn't on board with that, but that's fine. I sold $2,800 or whatever. Okay. So everybody got to take home a roll-up bag. Everybody did. I mean, it's crazy. Okay. Now they didn't get every single thing in the bag, but some of them did. Some of them just took home everything in the bag. Okay. So I'm telling you, that is probably the biggest tip that I can give you is to if you have the inventory, put your bags together, ladies. I'm telling you, I ran out of bags. I ran out of repair sets. I ran out of oil. I ran out of eye makeup remover, and I ran out of foundation primer, and I have a huge inventory. So, but I sold so much, right? Because they were able to take it home with them. And if some of them had to leave early because the rain was so bad. And so they just gave me their little thing. They just gave me this, and I put it together for them. And I brought it the next day to their work because a lot of them go to work together. Okay. And so, so I was able to give it to them right away. So I go through, I romance all the things. And then I close with 3 questions because I only have 2 minutes left. So, the 3 questions that I close with is I say, okay, remember how I told you you're going to be one of 3 types of people. Okay. So you're going to be a customer. So I want you to write a number 1. And I want you to put, like, if money were no object, which collection would you want? Would you like a Cadillac, a Queen, or a Princess collection? Okay. Which one would you want? And they're going to write it. Okay. Like this. She wrote Queen, right? Okay. And I say, okay, for your next experience, do you want it, which I have a little beauty menu. And I'm like, and I talk about these different things on the beauty menu. And they write down which type of beauty experience they want. Okay. And I romance these. And then I have them flip it over. And I said, and remember, some of you might decide, hey, like I can squirt and learn about this product and share this product. Right. And I like a little bit extra income, right? You have 2 choices in starting your Mary Kay business. You can actually start as little as $30. How crazy is that? And if you want to learn more about that, then go ahead and just write MK Q&A. All you do is you watch a quick little video, you come up with 5 questions, and we schedule a time to chat either through Facebook Messenger or on a call or Zoom. And if you're not interested in the MK Q&A, you just write no thanks. Okay. So I cover all things. I'm working it full circle. I'm bringing it back to what I started with. Okay. The other tip that I have 1 minute. The other tip that I have, print these babies off, y'all. Print them off. They are, if you go into Mary Kay InTouch and you type into order of application, it is the very first link and they're amazing. And so I have all of these. I put their name at the top. And then as they buy stuff, I check it off what they've bought. So it has their order of application, because y'all, it gets very confusing for people. And they're like, I don't even know what to do with all this stuff. And then it just sits there and they don't do anything because they don't know what to do with it. Okay. And so this is like their little, thing that they could hang up on their mirror in their bathroom. Okay. And so we meet individually and I do a quick consultation. I get their sale, I get their next booking, and I get their MK Q&A booked. That's my party, people. Okay. Yay. I didn't even talk about my epic selling week, but we're going to talk about that on our 15-minute beauty break right now. So we'll just do that on there. Okay, guys. So I hope did y'all get some good info from that? Everybody love it?
Do you talk about that? Do you demo the eye cream or talk about the eye cream from the repair set?
Yes.
Okay.
I just talk about it and I pass it around. They can feel it. Yeah. Yeah.
And for a few that's copped on late, how much did you make on that party?
I sold $2,857.
And that was after discounts.
That was after discounts, before tax.
Awesome.
Yes. So I haven't figured out my exact profit yet because I did give away some product because I got to figure that out for my donation that I'm making, but it's a lot of profit.
It was good. It was a good party.
Right.
It's a lot of profit. So what I want to challenge you guys to do is do your own, book your own. And I am still going to travel. I don't know if I'm going to do it in the month of May, but I may do it in the month of June. I am still going to travel, but I do recommend that you guys partner up with your team, partner up with a hostess, right? And just practice doing it. You're not going to learn how to do it unless you practice. And so you may not get it perfectly right the first time, and that's okay. I don't either, but you're never going to really learn how to do it unless you practice. I've done it a few times and I've had good sales every time, never this much, but I've learned more and more every time. Right. And so, yeah. So I hope that benefited you guys, and I'm going to